but this sure is fun. As you can see, there's turkey feathers. I gotta go get my hat. Oh my word. This has been some kind of day. It's about 45 minutes from being too late to turkey hunt. It's in Missouri, shuts it down at 1. It's 12, I don't know, 12:15 now, but as you can see, I got feathers scattered all through this burn. Got my hat there, some shells, an orange, one of that poor thing's tail feathers. Oh my word, there's my hat. So, oh heavens. I hate when that happens. Man, I hate that. So let me show y'all what happened here. So I'm on some public land. These mountains have been hunting my booty off. And I boogered this turkey this morning. This, as you can see, is like wintertime. My face is messed up. I run in some sticks. And I usually don't do this, but I gotta tell this story. So I came into this morning and got on this turkey, what I think was the same turkey, and had him close, just couldn't get him killed, and so open, didn't have no decoys out or nothing, so he didn't see what he wanted to see and rolled out, and I didn't get a shot at him. So I went to another spot, and I told myself I'm gonna come back in here before closing time, midday, and see if I can find him again. So I just eased in, and I seen a lot of scratching on the back side of this mountain ridge here when I was scouting it the other day. So I figured they were spending some time in this. So when I come in here, I come way from over yonder and come up this bottom, stayed on this side, and just really didn't say nothing till I got in here and got set up there and just sit by. This morning I found a brush pile. So I got set up in that brush pile. I think you may be able to see it up there, but anyways, I got set up in that brush pile and end up striking this turkey about 30 minutes after I was in here, and he was way down in this bottom. And I watched that sucker strut 350 yards up this burn to within about 75 and locked him up. And he didn't see what he wanted, and he wasn't coming no farther. So I just let him drift off, because obviously that wasn't going to work. And once he drifted off, I was waiting for him to go off one side or the other. And he'd come down, there's a logging road right here you can see, and he'd come down this logging road and drifted off to this north side. And I hit him again. He wasn't crazy about a lot of calls. I struck him with the wing bone. It's now broken, unfortunately. Man, that stinks. I struck him with that, but he wasn't hitting it. I got a Matt Van Cise aluminum call, anodized aluminum green, and he absolutely loved that call. So once I let him go, once he went back off the side here, I hooked all the way down that bottom, run as hard as I could, and got up even where I thought he would be, and come up this side soft calling as I did. And once I started my sequence of soft calling with a mouth call, I could hear him drumming. So it's a real big roll. These are not like y'all's Virginia mountains, but they're pretty good cliffs. And I come up this side here, come running up through this bottom, and got set. I mean, there's nothing to set up here. And I was gonna just stand up this morning though, is what happened is when I was standing up and he'd come out one side of the tree and I was on the other and just couldn't get it done. So I just slithered up this burnt, like a walnut tree, and got set up right beside this and hit him again with that call, and he gobbled, and of course I could hear and I could hear him drumming, and it sounded like, which he was going along that edge there. I could hear with the drumming, and if I'd have been stood up, which I probably should have, I probably could have shot him earlier, but this stuff is so open, he was silhouetting me, so I thought I'd have a little more time to see the top of his fan to figure out exactly where he's at. When he poked his head up, I'd shoot him. That's exactly what happened. Because when he got right there, I caught the edge of him, and when he stepped on the other side of them trees there, I could see his crown, and about, a little bit lower than his eyeball, and I cut down on him and I just hit the very top of his cap because that's all I seen. And then the wrestling began. Here's my hole. And I brought the 12 gauge today for the simple reason because I knew this was going to be open. Thought I may have a long shot. Ended up shooting one at like 8 yards. Oh, but it's been a long day. I walked about, 8 miles or so after I left him this morning. Couldn't come up with nothing else. I got on my bicycle, rolled out back to the south there, but paid off. Sometimes it's get back in and you just happen to be right place, right time. But wow, I still can't believe I killed that thing. Been a blessed day. I got to go clean up a little bit. Oh, wow. See y'all.